everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Along with Piggy. Yeah, starting out over here at the Zombie Pig XP farm. We can't hear them make any noise at all, which is just beautiful. Thank you, Minecraft, for finally making it where we can turn down bad guy sounds. Because I got other sounds going, just not them. Now, there's something that's been going on with this build. You can kind of see it right there. The ice blocks are supposed to be on top of the sticky pistons, but they're not. And the slime blocks are supposed to be behind that and push the XP forward. Something has happened with the redstone timing. I don't know if it has to do with the upgrades of Minecraft and how redstone changes. See, we've got a racket going on right here. Come on, you let me out. Why won't you let me out? I want to get out of the... Really? They're supposed to... You are really... Come on now. There's... Wow. Let me out of here! Alright, that does it. Right click, right click. Nope. Put that in that hand. And break you. Let me out. That's really strange. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and put that back because we don't need gas spawning. I'll have to figure that out later. But yeah, there's all kinds of little things on this build that just not have worked exactly the way I would like them to. Items getting thrown out on the floor. Whoa! You? How did he die? Because I got thorns on my stuff. I forgot about that. So let's go over here. See, we got little zombie pigs that fall down. They're not supposed to be able to do that. Bunch of little things that need to be tweaked and fixed, but that's not what we're going to do today. I just figured I would point that mess out, because that's... We do have items coming through a little bit, so that's awesome. Ooh, and we picked up a bunch of junk we're going to have to get rid of. But I came over here to fix my pickaxe. Let's go ahead and hop in here, and I'm going to take the fast way down. We don't need to drop slow. Do this, we're going to drop down. I had to come back over and get some building materials, and I need to get myself some glowstone, because we need to get all, okay, there, get it all situated, Piggy. People are waiting. We're carrying more junk, great. Go to the nether and pick up a bunch of junk, but hey, there's something really cool we can do now. We'll just hop in here, we'll run through here. Hello, Swampert. Hello, Cameron? And where do you go? Somewhere in there. Somewhere hiding in there is Hermiton. Hermiton, where did you go, buddy? You never can tell. He's so small. There he is. Right there. Love it. But yeah, we can just do this now. All you junk just get dumped in there and you'll go up to the surface and we will deal with you and your ilk later. Later, when it's not that important. And zoom up here, and we're going to check our stores to see what we're doing. I think I need at least 40 pieces of glowstone. Yes! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put those back. So we got plenty of glowstone. Awesome. So let's go back over to the nether. We make a quick little hop over to the bird and drop down, and I can show you the progress of what we got going on. Now, some of y'all might be asking, why in the world did you call these pigs by names? I'm just going to explain it to you while I'm hopping through here. You might have missed it. Not last episode, the episode before. We ended the episode with naming those zombie pigs, because now if you want to get a mob in Piggy's World named, you just hop over to Patreon, become a Patreon supporter. And then Piggy will be able to name one of the mobs in the world for you. It's pretty awesome. And the link for Patreon showed up on screen, and it's also down in the description box. Let's just run over here. Run through here. The wool color change. Why is there a door opening and closing? Because that villager up there. Oh my gosh, everything broke. We're going to have to do an episode where we figure out... Whew! Boy, that's scary. We're going to figure out get an episode and figure out all the things that have broke from probably around 1.10 and upgrade them so that they work in 1.12. But last time we were over here working on this, and I have added just a little bit of extra. Whoop! Look at that. Whoop! Check that out. So now we can raise and lower. I've gone through all through here. Now we can raise and lower all of the slime blocks. Now I got to come through here and do this. Blow through here like that. And then what we're going to do is behind every single sticky piston, we're going to put a block of glowstone. Now that's going to do several things. One, that's going to see how the booths are booths? Yeah, that's how you say it. It's almost like a tongue twister. Booths. See how the booths are booths. The spots for each villager. See how they're lit up? See how these are dark? So that's going to make each spot brighter. That's also going to contribute to the light that's going to be out here. So we'll be able to start getting rid of these torches. Ooh, that's getting a little darker over there, isn't it? Let's see what that does. So we can see light bleeding over from this side, but it's still pretty dark over here. And I'm kind of concerned we may have to go through and put pieces of carpet with some light sources underneath them just to make sure we don't get any bad guys spawning, because I did this in a creative world. It wasn't underwater, so there was a lot more light coming in. I think water's making it a little bit darker than I anticipated. I'm not quite certain. Let's go and smack these back down, because we don't need zombies spawning, especially when we have those villagers down below that are still exposed. They're still out in the open. You guys right here, we're going to make sure that you don't get smacked and attacked. Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to start building the internals of this thing. We're going to use a material that I haven't really used before. Not that I haven't used it before, but I haven't used a lot of it. But in my test world, did a mock-up of it, and I really like the way it looked in contrast to these materials that I have a tendency to lean towards. Much of the darker materials. We're going to go with a little bit of a brighter colored block for the internals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building some of that, test it and make sure it works, and I'm going to come back and show you how it works, what it looks like, and then we're going to start working on getting all of these villagers, these mess of villagers, corralled and into the system, into each of their booth-like spots. There, that's how you do that without having to say booths and messing it up. So I'm going to get to work in clearing out some of this stuff and bring you back and show you what I'm up to.
And it's official. The beacon has been torn down and packed up and is ready to move. Why? Well, because we've got stuff done. Now I know what you're saying, Piggy. This looks exactly like you showed me just a second ago, but watch this. I move to the side. Wait, I hear something. Did you hear that? Check that out. We got stuff going on in there. And I can hear sounds. Now pay no attention to this monstrosity. This is still something that we've got to work on. But look at this. We have got an actual finish to this area and a way that we can get down here. Let's go ahead and come down and look at that. Oh, I guess we need to eat, don't we? So I've got myself a holding tank built. Now what happens, you can see the sign. Right above the sign is a block of water. So the villagers are going to fall from the bird, and they're going to fall into this holding tank. Now, this holding tank is a little bit different than some of the other ones I've used. I've got a few builds in this world we're going to have to restructure, because it used to be you could run a minecart straight at a mess of mobs, whatever they were, and the minecart would pick one up and take off. But now it works where the minecart has to run past them along the side. So what I've got set up is, like I said, this is a design. I didn't come up with this design. Oh, we need a piece of string here. So I got to get some string. I got to put some mine carts in here as well. We'll and I need to flip a switch. I had a lot of water fall in. Not this water, but the water up in the ocean fell in. I need to put, see how we've got a switch right there? I got to do that. So there's a few little things that still need to be done. But let me explain how this system is going to work. So we're going to have villagers fall down into this holding tank. They're stepping on pressure plates, which is going to set off a circuit I've yet to build that says there's something in the tank. And when there's something in the tank, I'll be able to flip a switch that will send a minecart out here. You can see how this is turned. And so what it's going to do is it's going to go to that end and here. And it's going to go back and forth until it picks up a villager. When it picks up a villager, it's going to set off this tripwire. And when that tripwire gets set off, the power is going to switch this rail and let the minecart go that way. Okay? Now, once that's happened, you know, about a second or so later, this tripwire will untrip and it will revert back to this. And so this is going to let us be able to make sure that every single minecart that we set loose on this track isn't allowed to go into the system until it's picked up a villager. Now, what will happen is once the villager has been picked up, they're going to go up this track, right up into here, and into this water stream. And they're going to ride along on top of these fence posts, or not fence posts, but gates. And when they reach a gate that's open, they'll drop down into that spot. We'll go back down here because it's kind of a pain if you actually get stuck in there how to get out, especially with all the water. So they're going to land right here, and it's going to set off this detector rail that will power this redstone, which in turn will turn off this torch. And there are 2 pieces of redstone right here making that gate stay open right there. You can kind of see the redstone on. So when the redstone turns off, that gate is going to close. That's going to lock that stall. And when another villager comes by, they're just going to keep floating until they get to the next available stall, and they'll fall in there. Now, up top, I have a button I can push, and when I push that button, this trapdoor will swing open and allow the villager to go down the track, where we're purging out the villager. We're opening up the stall for the next villager. And I'm going to set up a system later where we can send these guys off on a path wherever we need them to go. But when this flips down and the villager rolls down, they're going to be off of the detector rail, which is going to set the redstone back to this state, automatically unlocking that gate for the next villager. So it's pretty cool how it works. Kind of a self-automated system. I really like it. I have to figure out how to get out of here. I'm still trying to get the the logistics of this whole thing. But here's what I did. Okay, so we've got all those villagers over there that we need to get into the holding tank. So I've got this track set up where we're going to let one at a time come over here. They're going to fall into this spot, and I'm going to be able to climb right here at this opening, and with my pickaxe, boop, just kind of hit the minecart and set them free out of the minecart. Then we can flip that lever, and that's going to push them forward so we can get them to go down there, because they're kind of stubborn. They don't like to go down there. And once we get all the villagers up there, then I'll use buckets of water to kind of flush them along. But this is going to be what the trading hall, or the whatever we want to call this. See, now we can actually see the bird a little bit better. It must be daytime outside. And I could have swore that I heard a bat. I was hoping we wouldn't get bats spawning in here. But I figured it would be fun on camera to set these guys loose. Do I have any track? No, I don't, because I think I'm going to need a piece or 2 of track to finish that off. Where did I put it? Track, I know you're around here. There we go. And all these white blocks are going to go back to stairs. They're just that way right now so that we can get the track set up and ready. So we have a villager right there. We have several villagers right there. You guys watch out. You watch. I'm gonna break them free, and they're just going to start going everywhere. Let's see if we can do this the right way. So let's do this. Let's swap the track next to the pickaxe. Break it, and okay, you've got no forward momentum, so that's good. So let's send you guys on your way. Okay, let's send you on your way. The other one apparently doesn't want to go. Get going, buddy. Get going. You see your friend? Ooh, you're a White Road villager. Librarian. Nice. You're the ones that deal in books, I think. And see, I haven't finished off this side yet. I wanted to leave it open just so we could see this setup. But what I really like about the way this works is it's going to pick up a villager and it's going to take them along. And if all of these stalls are locked, they're going to go down underneath, come up this, and go along and around this way. And if this is full, then they will fall down and go right here and go along that way. But what I really like about this design is once we close that wall off, you're not going to be able to know that there's all of these like inner workings and stuff. So we've actually got this island, this set of stalls right here in the middle that seem to be separate from these. So in a way we get this weird sense that we're able to get villagers all through here. We kind of lose the sense of all the stuff behind the scenes that allows them to get to all these stalls that seem like they're disconnected from everything. Now see, this is what I'm worried about. We get them where they kind of start stacking on top of each other. So I break that minecart, and we'll break that minecart. You guys get a move on. What I don't know is, can they climb on top of that? Is there just one of you? There might be. Yeah, keep thinking about it. This is going to be a little tricksy. And I didn't bring a bucket of water. There are 2 of you, though. I need a bucket of water, and let's do this. Let's get a block. We're going to need to plug that spot up. There we go. Because we don't want the water to wash out. And that's the other thing. What I'm going to do in between this clip and the next one is I'll finish up this wall. We'll get all the villagers over there. And I'll do the final cleanup. Because there's a few little things. Like what we saw below. You know, there's 1 or 2 little things that still aren't finished. But what I'm going to want to do is get all of these villagers down in that tank. And get a few of them up on their way. And then get 1 or 2 where we can watch them go. Because I want you to see how this works. It's really, really cool to set up. Okay, so you, bucket of water. Just to encourage you. Maybe if I take the water away, will you fall? Yeah, 1 will fall. So that'll push the next one. And then you fall. But because we've got that little water source block, they shouldn't fall and get hurt, which is awesome. So let's hop down here and see how this looks. Are you kidding me? Quit swimming. Quit playing around in that water. Wow. All right, so we've got 1 white robe villager that's up there just swimming around. I know you are. I can hear you. And I hear a stinking bat, too. Probably what will end up happening as they fall from the bird, they'll have enough vertical momentum that they will pass through that water and land here, so we won't have to worry about them getting stuck. But with the cram entity rule, 24 being the highest that can fit, we're going to be able to get more than 24 in there, which I don't think we're going to get past it with the amount that we've got over there. So I think we'll be fine. I think we're going to be good. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to try and see if I can get all these villagers over here into this holding tank and straighten up a little bit of this mess so I can bring you back and show you the final project. Maybe we can start checking a couple of these villagers and see what kind of trades they want. But here's one thing I definitely want to do on camera. Set these guys loose. Let's see. You're all over there. Put the track down. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I do it anyway because I'm stubborn like that. Oh, here they come. Uh-oh, you getting stuck? Oh my gosh, this is probably one of the dumber things I've done. Okay, at least they don't like cluster up so bad. That's a good thing. I can handle that. And I did take the water source away, so that's fine. So let's do that. We'll take away your minecart. Oh no, you get over there. Get over there. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. Okay, so we may need to swap that out for a glass block or something, but I'm going to have to figure that out because I don't need to lose all these villagers. Are you getting a traffic jam going? What's going on there, buddy? Come on, move forward. Boop. There we go. And then you move forward. Okay, that didn't work. Wow. I always knew these guys were a little difficult to work with, but who knew it was going to be like this, right? Okay, I see one more stacked, another stacked. There we go. Ooh, and they pushed all themselves down there. That's what I'm talking about. I got to figure out which guy did that, because we're going to have to bring him back up here so he can push the rest of his buddies in. Let's see here. Are they not coming back? Or you guys are just chilling out now. Okay, I see how it is. All right, well, I'm going to get to clearing this track. Get all these villagers up here, and I'll bring you back and show you when we can actually do some trading. Alrighty. There we go. Got this wall finished off. Went ahead and we got all this fixed. I've gone through and I've checked and set up all these torches. So basically all the areas on the floor are now above light level 7. So we shouldn't get any mob spawning in here. And what I'm going to have to do is go through and get like some glowstone blocks, some kind of a light source. I tried it with torches, but see how you get these little effects coming off of them? It kept coming up through the floor and I didn't like that. But I'm going to place like little pieces of carpet over those spots
and just a light block underneath, and then that will keep this whole area lit. But I'm loving this. This is so much better than what we had, and this is so much closer to the original vision I had for this area to begin with. It's nice and open. It gives off crazy sounds. Oh, wow. I couldn't have timed that if I wanted to. That was crazy. But it's just got this epic bigness to it, openness. You can see the underwater, or you can see that you're underwater. You can see the ocean, kind of see the bird. This is so much closer to the vision I had. I'm really loving it. But I've got this little station right here where we can do some cooking if we need to. Access to our ender chest, an anvil, just some spaces in case we want to do some stuff. But I've got this over here. I was bringing some rotted flesh and running back and forth, clearing out all these chests. And I found I had a ton of rotted flesh laying around, so I figured I'd bring it over here. But I'll show you. We've got some loudmouths in here. Now, apparently some of these I've already traded with, because this cleric has got a whole bunch of stuff that's unlocked. But this is really awesome, because I can just sit here. Huh? Yeah, buddy. Oh, what a deal. Advancement made. What a deal. There's like an advancement for everything. Did you move to the left? What a deal. You'll get an advancement. Did you move to the right? Oh, you get an advancement for that one as well. Are you breathing? Well, I don't know what to say for you or how to help you, because you're a Minecraft character. You shouldn't be breathing in the first place. Well, I guess technically you do, because if you go underwater, you get the little air bubbles and then you die if you run out. But here we go. We get them all down here in this little spot, and I'm going to show you. I hit the button. Minecart went forward, and see how that switched? Let's do that one more time on this side. Let's move the button just so you can... Oh, no. How in the world did I tear through that so fast? You come here. You get there. And that's really, really odd. You know what? I've got power in this block. It's not letting that hopper run stuff through, so we're going to have to fix that. All these little changes that need to be made. You guys are loud. Tell you what. So let's swap the button to here. We'll pop it on the front, because I don't think that'll impede the... Oh, it won't let me because of the track. Okay. So let's do this. So we're going to hit the button. The minecart moves forward and picks one up. And then the track switches. Sends him on his way. And we can run up here real quick, because there's enough villagers in there. See, did you see that one fall? So see, they move pretty darn slow. He fell in there, so this next one should fall right in here. And you're going to take a minute to get there. So I'm going to run back over. Maybe we can catch you falling. We can see you fall down and go boom. But yeah, I've got all these other villagers I need to get into this system, and then we can start inspecting their trades, figuring out if we want to keep them, move them over to another store, something like that. Let's see what you are. You look like a... Now, I know I need some brown robe villagers, because I still have those farms over by the tree farm. Those underground farms, the food farms that need to be worked on. Come on, you. We want to see you drop down. Demonstration. I can hear it. It's like I hear the movement of the minecart. Huh. Of course, when I want it to happen, it's not going to happen. Alright, so I'm going to just pretend like... You know what? I don't want a villager to show up. There's no reason why I would need a villager to show up right... The reverse psychology is not working either. I wonder if he got stuck. Let's go and check, because sometimes that happens. And that's why you have to send a bunch of villagers through. They'll push each other along. Now, the cool thing about this setup... The cool thing about this setup is it's circular. Yep. Got stuck right in that spot, right on the sign. So let's send one more on their way, and I'll explain what I mean by this. Where'd I put the button? There we go. We'll pick up one more villager. That one looks like it'll trade in rotted flesh as well, so that might help. But the cool thing about this is, as they go past each stall, if all the stalls are full, when they get to the end, they go back around again, and they just keep circling through. So we can have a whole bunch of villagers moving through the system, and as we purge out the ones we don't want, there will be more in the system waiting to fall down in here. So that's really, really awesome. That'll be cool how that works. We'll just sit right here and watch. But while we're waiting for this guy to drop down so you can see it, this is going to be your project for today, or for this week. I want you to build some kind of a villager holding cell, some kind of a setup that you use to sort your villagers and figure out which ones you want to keep, which ones you want to get rid of. Then I want you to take pictures of it and send it to me on Twitter, and that way I can tweet it out for everybody else to see, so we can all see how each of us deal with villagers. These little guys that just don't want to work. There he goes. Just don't want to do what you want them to do when you want them to do what you want them to do. And do you trade? What are you? Weaponsmith. But you're a brown shirt, possibly, so we might be able to make use of you, so that's awesome. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rest of these villagers up into the system so I can figure out what in the world the trading's going to be with them. I am going to finish up cleaning up this mess as far as lighting and all that stuff is concerned. Get ready for next project, for next episode. You get your pictures tweeted to me, and I hope to see you in the next episode.